Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Blender Easy, and in today's video we are going to create this simple beginner friendly looping animation inside of Blender. So without wasting any much more time, let's direct jump into it. Okay, so here we are in Blender. Now I don't want this light initially over here, so delete it, and I'll delete this camera as well. Then I'll go to the top view. I'm going to select this cube and I'll press S and I'll scale the size totally up to this. Then I'll go to the front view with the help of 1. Then I'll press S Z and I'll scale it down like this. Okay, so we'll get this kind of cube. Let's select this and let's hide it from here. Then shift A and go to the mesh, and we are going to select one torus. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go to the add torus values. Over here major segments choose 100, as well as minor segment also choose 100. Okay, like this. Then select this, right click and choose shade smoother. Okay, let's this. Now let's go to the top view and press shift D, press S, and let's scale the size like this. Then press shift D and press scale the size like this. Okay, so we are getting this kind of stuff over here like this. Now enable this cube over here like this and select both the torus, I mean all of them. Press G, Z and try to bring them upward. Okay, you can go to the front view as well. Press G, Z and try to bring them properly over here. You can hold Alt Z to check out their positions properly like this. Now I'm going to select this this torus over here. Press GZ and try to align with this one. Similarly select this one, press GZ and try to align with this one over here like that. Okay, so we are going to get this kind of toruses, and hold Alt Z again like this. Now after that I'm going to select this cube over here. I'll go to the modifiers and let's hide all of this toruses. Let's select this and I'm going to apply in search option, type boolean over here, and over here object choose this first torus and choose intersect over here like this. Go over here and choose apply. Then again go add boolean. This time choose this torus and choose apply. Again add boolean over here, and again I'm going to choose this last torus now and choose apply. Okay, so we have this, and if you go to the tab menu you will get something like this. So our geometry is ready, and now we need to create certain animations. So let's try to do that. And now we don't need the toruses, so I'm going to delete those torus, and now we will try to create some sphere. So let's hide this cube for now, and then press shift A, go to the mesh, and we are going to select this UV sphere over here like this. Okay, then after that go to the tab view over here and press 3 for face selection. Let's go to the top view over here, and first of all let's go to the tab view again, edit mode, go to the materials, and we will create one material, and we are going to choose black material for this. Over, press Z and choose material preview. As you guys can see, the material is being applied. Now let's go to the tab view, and I'm going to select this much portion for this faces, but as you guys can see they are not getting properly selected. So hold Alt Z, and then we will select this much area for the faces like this. Okay, and if you see all the faces are properly selected, then I'm going to create a new material. Go to the new and choose assign, and we will choose this. We will go with this white color only. Now select this, right click and choose shade smooth. Okay, now let's enable this cube. Let's select this sphere, go to the front view and hold Alt Z, but press Z and go to the solid view first, and then I'm going to select this sphere, press G, Z and try to bring this over here. Okay, hold Alt Z, press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Go to the top view, press G and let's move this over here. Alt Z, press S and try to scale over here. Okay, but if you see properly over here, it will create some problems to animations. So instead of doing that, what I'm going to do, let's go to the transform objects over here, and we will change all the position properly up to 0 like this over here, and we will right click over here or simply press select this. Sorry, let's select this object over here, uh, hit Ctrl A, and we will choose all transform, so all the scale properties are properly like this. Okay, now after doing that, what we need to do over here is let's select this cube, this entire structure. Let's go to the front view, press GZ and try to bring this downward like this. Okay, we will move it like this and hold Alt Z again. Now press Shift A, go to the curve options, and we will select our circle. Okay, then go to the top view with the help of 7, and as you guys can see, this is coming right over here. Now select this sphere over here, and we'll go to the constraint over here, add constraint, and we will choose follow path, and we will choose this Bezier curve. So as you guys can see, this ellipse is following this same curve. Now we need to adjust the position of this curve, so simply select this curve, press GZ and try to bring this over here. Okay, similarly you can go Alt Z and try to adjust over here as well, GZ, and try to adjust it like this. Okay, Alt Z, you will get properly like this. Now similarly I'm going to select this and hit Ctrl C Ctrl V to create another one. Now select this pair, and you can press S and you can increase the size of it. You can go to the top view also, and you can increase the size of it. Similarly select this and this, hit Ctrl C Ctrl V, select this Bezier, press S, and let's increase the size of it like this. Now let's select this pair, let's go over here, press S, and let's increase the size of it somewhere around like this. Over here you can see over here. Let's go to the top view and try to adjust it, press S and try to adjust the scale. You can select this, press S and try to adjust the scale according to your needs. Similarly select this, press S and try to adjust the scale. Select this, press S and try to adjust the scale like this. Okay, now after that we need to adjust the position of this curve. So let's select this position curve is properly, so let's go to this, hold Alt Z. Okay, select this Bezier curve, uh, press GZ and try to bring this in such a way that the bottom should touch this line. Select this GZ, try GZ and try to touch in a proper way like this. Okay, and hold Alt Z like this. Now if you see this in material preview, we will get something like this. Now we need to create animation for them, so let's try to do that. Let's increase this over here, and let's try to create animation for this Bezier curve. You can either you can go over here and you can rotate this, or like this as well, so you will get this kind of animations. Okay, so let's try to do that. I'm going to select this, and first of all I need to rotate it on -90 degree over here. So if I can rotate this ball like this. Okay, so let's try to do that. I'm going to create one keyframe at rotate. Make sure that you are selecting this ball first. Let's create one keyframe at rotation, and let's go somewhere around 1.20 frame, and I'm going to make it 360 uh, into, let's say, 4, and create another keyframe over here. So if I see this, I'll get this kind of animation over here. Now if you see over here, we are choosing positive values. That's why we are going to select this Bezier curve, and we will rotate this on z-axis like that. Okay, so create one keyframe over here, and at 120 frame I'm going to make it -360 degree and create another keyframe. So if I see this now, over here we are not getting any animation. Oh sorry, I forgot to create initially what 0 over here. So if you see, we are getting this kind of animation, and I'm going to make this up to 120 frame only. Okay, like this. Now after that I'm going to select this one over here like this, and let's select this animation. We will follow the same procedure over here. Let's make this 90-degree rotation, and this time it should go forward. So let's create one keyframe at the start at 360. Let's make this 360, create another keyframe. Okay, like this. Okay, and over here let's select this, and I'm going to type 360 into let's say 2 maybe, or let's say 360 into 3, and create another keyframe. Then select this Bezier curve. Okay, and we have to rotate it on z-axis in such way positive value. So create one keyframe over here, and at 120 frame I'm going to make it 360 and create another keyframe. Okay, so we will get this animation in opposite direction. Same procedure we will follow for this one as well. Let's make this 90-degree, and let's create one, not over here, but we have to rotate it on this axis but in opposite direction. So create one keyframe, go over here, type 360, sorry, we will type minus 360 into 2 and create another keyframe like this. Similarly select this, and we need to rotate it on z-axis. So create one keyframe over here, go somewhere around over here. Let's make this minus 360 degree and create keyframe. Okay, so now if you see, we are getting this kind of animations over here. Now I want this to be in a continuous looping format. So for that, let's select all this Bezier curve first over here, and by holding control I'm going to select this cubes as well, and I'm going to go in my animation menu, and let's increase the all of this, and select all of these keyframes, right click and go to the keyframe interpolation mode and choose linear. Okay, and then go to the layout, and now if you see, all of this animation is happening like this, and this is going to be in a continuous looping format. Okay, but for this, the rotation, I need some extra values, so let's try to do that. For this particular scene, let's make this minus 360 into 5 maybe, and create another keyframe, and let's see. Okay, this looks more suitable like that. Now our stuff is ready. Let's adjust our camera. So press shift A, go to the camera and add camera, and hit 0, and let's press N over here, and go to the view and choose camera to view, and let's scale the camera size like this. Okay, let's minimize it, let's adjust the size, and let's adjust it like that. Now select this camera, and we are going to increase the focal length up to 180, and let's scale it like this and try to adjust the camera like this. Okay, okay, like that. Now press Z and choose render view. As you guys can see, we are not getting anything, so let's try to get something, and go to the render settings and choose cycles, and enable this denoise because I don't want any noise in render. Then let's select this cube over here, go to the materials, and you can choose any material you color you want, let's apply this material to this one over here, or let's see which material you can apply. Yeah, let's see what we will get. Now press shift A, go to the light, and we are going to choose area light, and press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Then go to the front view, press G, Z, and bring this at the top, hit 0, not getting anything, so let's increase the power to 500 like this, so we'll get something. Let's make this 1000 like this. Okay, then go to the top view, and let's do one thing, let's go to the Eevee render for now. Then select this area light, hit shift D and move this over here, press R for rotation, rotate it like this, go to the one, press R, let's rotate it like this, G, and try to adjust it over here and rotate from here as well. Similarly shift D, bring this over here, press R for rotation, rotate it like this, select both of this light, press shift D and try to bring this over here, press R for rotation, and let's rotate it like this and try to adjust it over here. Now hit 0 and see, and if you, now we need to select those lights. Let's say go to the light settings over here, this and this, and let's make this 3000 value like this. Also select this, make this 3000 value or something, select this, let's make this 5000 value or something like that. Okay, now go to the render settings and choose cycles, and let's see what kind of thing we will get. We will get something like this, and You can adjust the settings of this lights over here. Like you can, for example, delete this light and see what kind of shadows you will get. Let's delete this light. It's 0. So basically our motto is that there should be some shadows, so let's delete this light as well. Okay, so now I'm getting little bit of shadows. Okay, let's go over here and try to make this 1000 or something. And if I hide this topmost light over here, I'll get this kind of stuff like this. Okay, so let's make this 10,000 only, like this. Okay, we don't need any much more light, and I'll enable this top light. And if you want, then you can change the color of this top lights as well. It's totally up to you, and you can select this one. You can go over here, you can add another material as well, like new one, and you can choose different color for them as well over here, and apply that color to this. Okay, like this. And now if you hit play, you will get this kind of animation and render. So this is how you can create this kind of basic looping animation over here in Blender. And if you want, then instead of this black color, you can go over here and you can choose different color as well. Like you can choose this blue color over here for this one. Instead of this black, you can choose, let's say, somewhere around like red one. For this one, instead of this black, you can choose different color like yellow or something, or green or something like that. Okay, and if you hit play, you are gonna get this animation continuously in the looping format. So let's adjust our camera a little bit like this. Okay, so this is how you can create this kind of basic looping animation in Blender.